So all we're going to do in this translation is move 1 unit to the left, and we're just going to stay at y. So this is going to be y prime, this is going to be x prime, this is w prime, and that's z prime. So I'm going to go ahead and connect it. So there's a transformation. So y prime is -1, 0. X prime is -4, -1. W prime is -4, -2. And z prime is -5, -4. So all I'm doing is I'm subtracting 1 from all the x's, and the y stays the same. So it's a translation. So 12, we're looking for the trig ratio of cosine of A. So we have cosine of A, which is adjacent over the hypotenuse. Remember to always write this mnemonic statement. So cosine of A is adjacent, which is 24 over 40. And you know it's divisible by 2. So it's 12 over 20. Of course, you can still, it's divisible by 4. So it's 3 over 5. So the cosine of A is 3/5. The cosine of A equals, you look at A, what's adjacent? In this case, it's 36. And the hypotenuse is 45. So you probably want to divide by 9. That's a common factor, so we're simplifying. So it's 4 over 5. So the cosine of A is going to be 4 over 5. So TOA, so we're looking for tangent of Z. So I'm going to write tangent of Z. In this case, it's opposite. So this is the opposite, and this is the adjacent. So tangent of Z is opposite, which is 48, over adjacent, which is 14. I'm going to divide by 2. That's a common factor, so we have tangent of Z is going to be 24 over 7. That's what it simplifies to. 18 will be cosine of X, which is adjacent over your hypotenuse. So the adjacent is 30, the hypotenuse is 50. These two are divisible by 10. So cosine of X is equal to 3 over 5. Tangent of X is going to be opposite over adjacent. So this is opposite, and this is adjacent. So opposite of X is 40. Adjacent is 30. So both of these numbers are divisible by 10. So tangent of X equals 4/3. Okay, so we have a right triangle, and we have to find the missing side. So I'm going to go ahead and write the mnemonic statement. So we have TOA. And I'm going to go ahead and do 22 and 24 at the same time. We always look at the angle, and you ask yourself, what do we have in relation to the angle? Well, you know we have the opposite, and we have the hypotenuse. So you got to find the ratio that uses opposite and hypotenuse, and we notice it's going to be so. So you write down sine of 19 is equal to 10 over the hypotenuse. Make this over 1. Go ahead and multiply. So we have x times the sine of 19 degrees is equal to 10. And then to isolate the x, you're going to divide by sine of 19. So I'm going to go ahead and use, so I went ahead and put in the calculator. So it's going to be, x is going to be 30.7. So now we're going to do 24, and we have the adjacent, and this is the hypotenuse. So in order for you to solve this, you're going to have to use cosine. So you write cosine of 31 degrees is equal to adjacent, in this case it's x, over 16. Since we want to make this into two ratios, go ahead and make that a 1 there. So x times 1 is x, and then you have 16 times the cosine of 31 degrees. So we're going to go to the calculator. We have 16 times cosine of 31 degrees. So x is going to be 13.7. So we're going to use the mnemonic statement. So TOA. You look at the angle. You have the opposite over the adjacent. So in this case, it will be tangent. So you're going to write tangent of 54 is equal to opposite. In this case, it's 17. over x. Make this into a fraction. So you're going to multiply 1 times 17, which gives you 17. And then you have x times the tangent of 54 degrees. To isolate the x, we're going to divide by the tangent of 54. Tangent of 54. Tangent of 54. So x will be 17 divided by trig ratio tangent of 54. So it's 12.3 or 12.4. And looking at 28, we have the angle. This is opposite, and this is adjacent. So once again, you're going to use tangent. So you're going to write tangent of 39 degrees is equal to opposite, in this case it's x, over adjacent, which is 18, so it's over 1. You're going to multiply 1 times x, which gives you x. Then you're going to multiply 18 times tangent of 39. So go to your calculator. So you have 18 times the tangent of 39 degrees, and that's 14.6.